Hello and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you're welcome. I am A.H.P. I'm an author and I also do business. Now today's video is basically for that part of my channel where we do lifestyle, and also I'm going to be combining that with business because I'm going to be talking about my book called Food Menu, okay? The first one in the Food Menu book series, because Food Menu is a five book series, okay? 5 books book series, okay? So I'm going to be talking about the first one, and today I'm going to be preparing some aubergine, okay, for peanut butter aubergine stew, okay, or aubergine peanut butter stew. Okay, so I need my colander. Now I'm actually using my colander, so I'm just going to take this bag of aubergine to the sink and wash it, and then I'll be back to chop it up and have a conversation with you guys. Can you please go to bed? Go to bed. Thank you. Yeah? You need what? Yeah, take your slippers. Stop buying time. Take your slippers and go to bed, okay? I already put you to bed. I don't understand why you're here. Close the door. Close the door. Yeah, close the kitchen door. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to be using this bag to put all my rubbish in, and basically I'll use the rubbish, the leftover, whatever is not needed, for my compost, okay? So that's what that bag is for. And then over here I've got foil, okay? Just take a strip of your foil paper, and I've of course got my washed aubergines in there, okay? And I've got a plate under it, of course, okay? Or you can use a tray. And then I've got a knife, okay? Make sure you're sure that your knife is sharp, okay? Now all I'm going to do is basically cut this bit off. These bits, I don't need them, okay? These bits, just take them off like that, okay? And then cut into long strips. These long ones, cut them into strips. Okay, cut them into 4 strips. Okay, the big ones, you can cut them into 4 strips as well, and then chop them up into pieces. I'm going to show you how the pieces look like in a bit. Okay, so you can use a chopping board, but I've already got something else on my chopping board for my next video, so I'll just be improvising. Okay, so you cut the pieces not too small, but just small enough so it will be quick to dry, because when it dries they shrink anyway. So they shrink it in size. So Don't chop them too small, but small enough for it to dry quickly. Okay, because in the UK we don't have that much sun in winter. Okay, our sun is not hot in winter, it's cold. So we use normally what helps me to dry, like what I need to dry in terms of food, is basically the heat that I have in the house, because we have heating on most of the day. Like in the evening or during the day when we're indoors, we use, when it's cold, we use heating. So that heat that is generated when I leave the food out, my vegetables out, or my seasoning herbs out, it'll dry it. Okay, so, and of course leave your windows open as well, so that you don't have too much heat in the house. Okay, but if you were in Uganda, you would dry these outside. You dry all like your vegetables outside in the sun, and then store them away for dry season. But for me, I'm using this for winter. Okay, so winter into spring actually, so that I don't have to keep going out looking for, you know, like Ugandan food and stuff like that. And in case it snows, we've got food in the house. So that's how I preserve my aubergine, but also how to create like different meals during the winter and winter months. Because spring it gets a bit warmer. Okay, and summer is the hottest season. So so yeah, talking about food menu before this video gets too long. Food menu is basically a book. The first one, the first food menu book has a combination of different foods from different countries. So there is Ugandan food in that, there is Nigerian food recipes in that as well, there is Ghanaian food recipes, then there's Jamaican food recipes, and there's Congolese food recipes as well in that, and then there's Indian and Chinese food recipes as well in the first food menu. Okay, food menu book. Okay, and it's all lunch, breakfast, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts. Okay, so those are the recipes that you can look out for. Now with these ones, okay, the shorter ones, you cut them also into 4. Okay, and then you chop them up small. Okay, like that. So yeah, so that's what you can expect, and it's got also homemade drinks. Okay, so like your traditional drinks from each country, you know, like Nigeria there's zobo, then there's sorrel. Is it zobo? Is Nigerian? No, yeah, zobo, and Ghanaian sobolo, and then there's the sorrel, and then there's the carrot juice, you know, and different drinks. Okay, so keep an eye out for that. It'll come out soon, not too soon, because I've got books that are coming out already next year. We just had our final book launch for the year, last week, okay, on the weekend, Saturday. So we're done for the year in terms of book launching. Next year we'll launch a new book, and you can follow the A.H.P Self-Publishing Limited Facebook page and Instagram page for all the updates on the book launches. Okay, so I'll keep repeating the process until it's all finished. Let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see me prepare the aubergine peanut butter stew. Now the aubergine peanut butter stew, you normally eat it with ugali or sweet potatoes. Okay, normally that's how you eat it. Or yeah, millet ugali or the maize meal ugali, and or sweet potatoes. Okay, and then with your aubergine, when you're drying it, you have to keep turning it to make sure that it doesn't get spoiled, otherwise it begins to rot. Okay, so make sure that you keep turning it so that the wet part becomes dry, and keep it away from wet, like water or any liquid. Okay, because if liquid goes on it while you're trying to dry it, it's gonna rot, and then you just have to throw the whole batch away. See, as you can see, a few aubergines goes a long way because you're cutting it into strips. It's literally a whole full plate. Okay, these ones, I think I'm gonna cut them into six instead, because you see they're quite long. So I'm gonna half it instead so that it'll dry quicker. So all the big ones, I'll cut them into halves. Because I don't want it to take too long to dry, and I don't want it to rot either. So like all those big ones, just cut them into smaller cubes. that's literally it. I'm done. Should I say? Yes. Okay, so that's it, complete. Okay, now I'm going to divide these into two. Into two plates because it's going to be too much for one plate. It's going to be too much for one plate, so I need to divide it. And you need to store it in an airtight container and use it up quickly so that you don't so that it doesn't get spoiled. And make sure that the space that you're keeping it in is cool. You don't want it to be humid. Okay, this plate is wider. Okay. Basically, this is what I have. Okay, so that is it, guys. If you have any questions in regards to aubergine, how you prepare it and all of that good stuff, put it in the comment section. And also, if you eat aubergine and you're not necessarily Ugandan, let me know in the comment section as well. Okay, I'll be happy to hear from you guys. Other than that, have a good evening. I shall see you in the next video. Bye.